and welcome, my friends. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome to the full Beaver moon. As a Canadian, this moon, it fills my Canadian heart with happiness. And I love to say this is the only full moon that truly gives it down. Of course, there's history with this, as this is when in North America, the beaver finishing off their houses and starting that hibernation period. Today's society, most of us probably wouldn't notice the beaver nor have a beaver dam close to us to see any of the actions of the beaver. However, again, this is such a fantastic Canadian moon that yeah, it makes my Canadian heart happy. Of course, as we are looking at a very important moon that is based in that Northern Animal energy, I have the Northern Animal Tarot. It was created by a Canadian artist here in Alberta. I think she's on the 4th or 5th edition of this. I love this deck. Then I have the Druid Animal Oracle. Again, it just makes my heart happy. It's such a beautiful deck. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at what you guys can expect from this very Canadian moon. And I should say that there's this Canadian moon, this Beaver moon, is kind of stepping us into some pretty big energies. In the next couple weeks, we're looking at a lot of stuff coming forward. We have next week Sagittarius. Then after that, we have the week after that is Mercury going into retrograde, and then the week after that we have Mars. So it's kind of that stepping stone of this energy shift, if you will, because we're going to have an energy shift. And the 5 of Cups just kind of decided it needed to come out and say hello. And that 5 of Cups is an important energy because it talks about intention. What are we focusing in on? The stuff that's frustrating us, making us feel overwhelmed, sad, or the things that are bringing us that balance, that joy. Very much connected into the 2 of Cups card, which does talk about relationships. It does talk about balance. These are important aspects of not only this week, however, in general itself. You know, the full moon comes in, we can start embracing it on the 13th, the Wednesday. However, it's going to be with us till Sunday, as the full moon, which it is a super moon, comes in on Friday. And it is going to be a very intentional this or that situation. 2 of Cups. It's not these 3 overturned cups. In this, that balance, that celebration, it is going to be more challenging because of how we're feeling, where we're starting from. The energies that are within us are focusing more on the overturned and what's not working rather than what is. 7 of Wands in reversal. The Fool in reversal. The World. I love it. And Justice in reversal. It's kind of an interesting balance. We've got 3 major, 3 minor. Right away, you can see that it's really a this or that. We don't want the challenge. We don't want the fight. We want the celebration and fun. However, it feels kind of out of reach. The full Beaver moon wants to shift things. However, again, it can't do it for you. It has to be you making that choice. The full Beaver moon wants that shift, that change, and that's very much what the world brings you. The full Beaver moon wants you to thrive, succeed, and enjoy. The Fool talks about that carefree excitement and enthusiasm. We don't have that right now, and we need it. We don't even feel like we can bring in the balance and be truthful to ourselves, because when we are truthful, it gets hard and we get negative. Be mindful of some of these challenges, because it's only going to get worse if we don't address it. Just because it feels out of our reach or it feels challenging doesn't mean that we should avoid it. Because, like I said, this is kind of that gateway into some more challenging situations. Sagittarius in itself isn't challenging. However, it is that fire energy. And it can be kind of that confrontational, I'm going to eat you energy. I speak from experience. My daughter's a Sagittarius. Oh, yeah. Great until she's not. And that's how it's going to feel. Well, we have 2 personal planets in the next 3 weeks going into retrograde. Not fun. It's going to amplify some of this disconnection. Taking that deep breath and starting to shift things intentionally for self will be important. It's going to help you to strengthen you so that when the energies do get hard and challenging, because we do have Mercury in retrograde right before Thanksgiving, and then it's going to share the retrograde embracement. And we do have other things in retrograde as well. However, those personal planets, they really hit hard. That communication, that ability to express self is going to be impacted negatively during a time of celebration and connection. And it's going to transcend into December. Again, this is a very busy time because people are starting to get together more. There's more expectation and demand. So there's a lot more people interaction, especially as we build up towards the holidays. And then in December and throughout December, and into February actually, we have Mars in retrograde. And that is that aggression, that Aries grr. So we've got lots on our plate. Wolf. This is such a pretty deck. It's a very large deck, I won't lie. So pretty, so pretty. So that Wolf, that independence, that no fear energy. Also, you don't usually see a lot of lone wolves. They come in packs because that support is needed as well. We're not in this alone. We have that connection, whether it be our birth family, a pack that we've created, or a community that supports us. Oh, I think I said this. Aries, ram tough. Very much into that divine masculine energy, that energy that is not afraid to back down. We need to start to embrace that intentionally. Now, on the good side, Tuesday is International Men's Day. It's a fantastic time to embrace, on that intentional level, the divine masculine. As a little bit of a, well, sneak peek, a little bit of extra info here for you. On Tuesday, I will be releasing a divine masculine healing meditation for you guys. Exactly what we're going to need. Oh, and the bear. That mama bear, again, does not matter who it is, will defend. Do we want to be reactive? No. We want to be able to stand our ground, and it's not about fighting and being aggressive. This is more about having those boundaries and not being afraid to stand up for yourself. It doesn't mean that we have to fight and be conflictual, but it does mean that you have to use the no word sometimes. As much as it is important that we're choosing the positive and the joy and the carefree excitement, like I said, expectations and demands are starting to increase. People are asking a lot of ourselves. We don't need the fight, but we do need that backbone to say, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that right now. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be, again, territorial or aggressive. It's more, you need to have that ability to set those boundaries and maintain them. And I would encourage in a positive way, because again, that conflict, it's there and it's going to be hard, especially as you go forward. And this isn't something that is just for the next 5 days. This is something that you're going to need as we start to move through the latter part of the year, the last 7 weeks of 2024, because the holidays, November, December are hard months for people. Not only can it be triggering at the holidays, however, it's really hard to embrace the positive, the sun energy, the joy and celebration, because there is high expectation and demand. There's a lot we're trying to achieve, a lot we need to work through and get done. Boundaries will be important. Having clarity with self, that intentional choice, again, important. The full Beaver moon is reminding you of that and helping you to strengthen these abilities, helping you to reflect in, look at that intentional choice. We don't want the black and white thinking, just as we don't want the aggression. We want the divine masculine action, confidence, and we want the truth. We just need to make sure that that balance is very much being embraced. We've got the divine masculine on a divine feminine energy. That full moon energy, divine feminine, action-based, intentions. Hey, I did say balance, right? I won't lie. Justice is a very balanced card as well. Then we have the Eight of Cups. Oh, this is one of the Oracle cards. And this was a Kickstarter I supported years ago. And part of the stretch goals were these beautiful Oracle cards that came in. This is spring. And just remember that this too will pass. The snow, the cold, the hard will melt, and we'll start to see that growth, that green again. The Seven of Swords. Again, not surprising to see that. That's that truth about self. Again, please don't start to look at it being overcritical, toxic, and negative self-talk. We want that honesty. Can that balance? Temperance is that balance card. The energy balance, the balance between the spiritual, emotional, and physical. Really focusing in on, again, that sun energy, that positive energy. Reminders, this is not about deep, reflective practices. This is about quick check-ins. Where are you at right now? And more importantly, what do you need to do to get yourself going again? Feeling positive, embracing the celebration, the joy, and the wonder that not only that the full moon brings you, the rest of fall brings you, the holidays bring you, winter brings you. Again, it has to be that intentional piece. If you points, we do have double sevens here. Of course, when you have that multiple 7, the angels are telling you that something positive is coming forward. Stay true to your track, your path. And this is very much true. Positive things are coming forward. However, if you're so focused in on what isn't working, you're going to miss what is. Because you have your head down, those blinders on. We need to bring our head up and enjoy what the day brings us. When we focus in on the positive, well, that's what we're manifesting. That's what we're bringing forward. Because the energies that we put out, well, they come back. Same thing, if we're focusing in on the challenge, well, guess what? It's going to come back and bite you in the butt. And we don't want that. We want to be able to enjoy and embrace this time. And it's going to start with us making some very intentional choices and focusing in on those positive aspects that are right in front of us. I want to thank you guys so very much for joining me today and exploring the full Beaver moon. I hope that this empowered you to take the next 5 days to check into self, to make some intentional shifts and work on your tool set so that you have that positive, so that you set yourself up for success as we go forward. And if you did like this session, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know what you thought. What are you looking forward to the most? And if you haven't done so, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. It's like I gave you that little sneak peek. There is a lot more coming forward. You don't want to miss any of it. Also, if you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have a Patreon page. I provided a link below so you can go check it out. Again, I hope that this exploration into the full Beaver moon has empowered you. Until tomorrow, my friends.